Sir John Falstaff and the Merry Wives of Windsor, a comedy by Shakespeare. Summary and analysis. Hello and welcome to the discourse. We are discussing the dramas of William Shakespeare. Today we will discuss the summary of The Merry Wives of Windsor. It was a slapstick comedy by William Shakespeare and it appears that he produced it in haste. Both parts of his history play Henry IV were produced and performed in 1597. And in the same year, he produced this comedy, Sir John Falstaff and the Merry Wives of Windsor. He introduced the character of Sir John Falstaff in Henry IV Part 1 and continued it in Part 2, and this character became an instant hit. It appears that Shakespeare tried to maximize the profit through the popularity of Falstaff, and hence this play was produced. The Merry Wives of Windsor is one of the weakest dramas of Shakespeare. However, it is a nice light-hearted comedy. The central character of this play is Falstaff, the fat, drunkard, corrupt, never-to-do-good knight, who is not only witty in himself, but the cause of wit in others. Shakespeare introduced cross-dressing in the Elizabethan drama right from his first play, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, and in this play too, cross-dressing was involved. It should be noted that Joan of Arc was accused of heresy by English forces for cross-dressing as a soldier in 1430. The main characters of The Merry Wives of Windsor are John Falstaff and his cronies, Pistol, Nym and Bardolph, and his pageboy Robin. Frankford and Thomas Page are two gentlemen living in Windsor. Mistress Eliza Ford, wife of Frankford, and Mistress Margaret Page is the wife of Thomas Page. Annie Page is the daughter of Page, who is in love with Fenton, a poor young man. Other characters include Sir Hugh Evans, Justice Shallow, and his cousin Master Slender, Dr. Case, a French physician, and his two servants, Mistress Quickly and John Rugby. The play depicts the time of the reign of Henry V, and Fenton has been described as one of Prince Hall's rowdy friends. The play begins with Sir Evan Hughes, a local teacher and pastor of Windsor, trying to calm down Justice Shallow, who is very angry at John Falstaff who duped him. Master Slender, the cousin of Shallow, is along with them. Evans talks about Annie Page, a young beautiful girl of a wealthy merchant Frankford, and says that it would be good if she gets married to Slender. The three men visit Frankford House, and in the way, Shallow sees John Falstaff and confronts him. Falstaff accepts the wrongdoings and Shallow lets him go. They reach Ford's house and enter to dine. Slender tries to seek in the kitchen to see Annie and converse with her, but he fails. Falstaff visits Garter Inn with the ancient Pistol, Nym and his pageboy Robin. After being rejected by Prince Hall, he has no source of money. So Falstaff plans to seduce Eliza Ford and Margaret Page, the wives of two wealthy merchants, Frank Ford and Thomas Page, so that he may get money for his wine and pleasures. He discusses the plan with Nym and Pistol, but they reject it and tells him not to do so. However, he is adamant and writes two similar letters, one to Eliza Ford and other to Margaret Page. He sends Robin, his page boy, to give the letters to both the ladies. Pistol and Nym, on the other hand, decide to meet Thomas Page and Frankford and tell them about the ill doings of Falstaff. Slender sends his servant Simple to meet Mistress Quickly, a servant of Dr. Case. Simple tells her to tell good about Slender to Annie Page to encourage her to marry him. Mistress Quickly agrees. So Mistress Quickly is a character close to Annie Page, and Slender sends his servant to meet Mr. Quickly so that she may encourage Annie Page to marry Slender. At the same time, Dr. Case returns to his home and encounters Simple. When he comes to know about his errand, he gets angry because he also wants to marry Annie Page. He threatens Mistress Quickly, who promises him to help him in getting married to Annie. Dr. Case writes a letter to Sir Evans complaining him about Slender and blames him for encouraging Slender. He challenges Evans to a duel. After some time, a young man named Fenton arrives at Dr. Case's house to meet Mistress Quickly. Fenton is also interested in Annie Page and he asks Mistress Quickly if she informed Annie Page about her affection towards her. Margaret Page is astonished at the letter from Falstaff. She wonders how that fatty, abhorrent man even thought of trying to seduce her. She is angry and wants to take revenge against Falstaff. Alice Ford comes to meet her and shows her the letter that Falstaff sent her to. They examine that both letters are exactly the same. Both of them agree to lead and fool him until he is ruined and humiliated. Mistress Ford accepts the plan of revenge against Falstaff and agrees to do anything that won't harm her honor. On the other hand, Nym and Pistol meet Thomas Page and Frank Ford both. They inform them about Falstaff's plan to seduce their wives. Both men are disturbed. Thomas Page is confident that his wife won't fall for Falstaff. Frank Ford, on the other hand, is jealous of his wife, and he is convinced that Alice will dishonor him and will get seduced by Falstaff. Falstaff is living in the Garter Inn. Justice Shallow arrives there and informs the host of Garter Inn about the duel between Sir Evans and Dr. Case. Thomas Page goes with him to watch the duel. Frank Ford asks the host of Garter Inn to help him and introduce him to Falstaff in disguise so he could know more about his plan. After some time, Mistress quickly arrives at Garter Inn and informs Falstaff that Mistress Ford is eager to meet him and Frank Ford will be out the next morning. She invites Falstaff to visit Alice Ford's house at her house. She further says that Mistress Margaret Page couldn't get her husband out of her house, so she will plan to meet him later. Frank Ford appears disguised as Brooke. He tells Falstaff that he is in love with Mistress Ford, and he had tried to approach her many times, but every time she rebuked him by claiming that she is honest towards her husband. He tells Falstaff to seduce her and dishonor her so that she may not be able to say no to him the next time he tries. Falstaff agrees to help him and informs him about his meeting with Alice Ford set in next morning. Frank curses his wife for dishonoring him and thinks that Thomas Page is a fool to trust his wife, as Falstaff informs him that Margaret Page is also interested in meeting him. Dr. Case is waiting for Sir Evans to fight the duel, but he doesn't appear. Sir Evans is also searching for Dr. Case, but he couldn't find him. After some time, they encounter each other and take out their sword. However, other men take their swords away and they talk in peace. Sir Evans says that he thinks that it was all a plan of the host of the Garter Inn to make them fight against each other, because he despises Dr. Case for his French accent and Sir Evans for his Welsh accent. They decide not to fight and agree to take revenge against the host. On their return, they discuss about Annie's marriage. Thomas Page says that he wants Annie to marry Slender, but his wife wants her to marry Dr. Case. Evans asks him about Fenton, but Page dismisses Fenton, saying he is too poor. The next morning, Falstaff reaches to Ford's house, where Alice Ford is waiting for him. As soon as he enters her house and is greeted by Alice, Margaret Page knocks the door and Falstaff hides. Margaret announces that Frank is returning early to his home and he is angry as he suspects Alice is cheating him. Falstaff, being a coward, gets frightened and comes out of his hide and asks the two ladies to help him. They hide him in a laundry basket. As Frank Ford enters house, Alice's servants take the laundry basket out and dump the dirty cloth in the nearby river. Frank fails to find Falstaff, while the two ladies are happy that they succeeded in humiliating Falstaff. They plan to take their revenge further. Fenton succeeds in meeting Annie with the help of Mistress Quickly. Annie tells him that her father thinks that he loves her only for her father's money. Fenton says that it was his initial intention. His intentions were to marry her for her father's money. But now when he knows her well, he is in true love with her. Soon Justice Shallow, Slender and Mistress Quickly enters the house. Quickly drives Fenton away while Justice Shallow pushes Slender to talk to Annie. Slender fails to talk anything sensible and makes a fool out of himself. Thomas and Margaret Page reach their house, and on seeing Shallow and Slender, they invite them in the house. Fenton asks Mistress Quickly to help him in getting Annie. Quickly realizes that out of all the three guys, Slender, Dr. Case, and Fenton, she herself likes and favors Fenton the most. So she also wants Fenton to marry Annie. Falstaff manages to save himself against drowning in the river and returns to the Garter Inn in completely soaked clothes. Mistress Quickly appears again to inform him about the second invitation by Alice Ford. Frank Ford visits Garter Inn disguises as Brooke to ask about Falstaff's meeting with Alice. Falstaff informs him about his ordeal and tells him that he will meet Alice again at night. In the evening, Falstaff visits Frank's house again to meet Alice. As soon as he enters and starts talking with Alice, Margaret Page visits her house and announces of Frank's early return and how angry he is about the supposed cheating. Falstaff again gets frightened and asks their help, but he refuses to hide in the laundry basket again. So Alice Ford offers him clothes of an old fat woman and tells him to disguise as the aunt of her servant and run away. Falstaff cross-dresses as the aunt of the servant and Frank Ford arrives. He finds this aunt very disgusting. He beats the fat old lady, who is actually Falstaff, and chases him away. Mistress Page and Mistress Ford are now happy. They decide to reveal their plan to Frank Ford. Ford realizes his mistake of doubting his wife and he apologizes. He promises that he will never suspect her again. Alice and Frank then plan to make fool of Falstaff again. Alice sends a message to Falstaff and invites him in the allegedly haunted woods to meet her. They plan that they will arrange some children disguised as monsters, ghosts, and fairies to frighten Falstaff. Sir Evans and Dr. Case, on the other hand, have stolen 3 horses of the host of Garter Inn and have fooled him by making him to believe that he lent those horses to some German soldiers. So they have taken their revenge against the host. Annie sends a letter to Fenton, and Fenton takes that letter to the host of Garter Inn. He informs the host about the plan of Thomas Page and Frank Ford. He says that when Frank and Thomas will frighten Falstaff in the haunted woods with the help of children, Thomas Page will try to help Slender in abducting Annie and marry her, while Margaret will help Dr. Case to abduct Annie and marry her by force. So both the mother and father will try to get their daughter abducted by their. Fenton asks for the host's help and asks him to arrange for a vicar who will announce the marriage of Fenton and Annie at the same night. The host agrees to help Fenton because he neither likes Dr. Case nor he likes Slender, who is supported by Sir Evans. As was planned, Falstaff arrives at the haunted woods to meet Alice. The disguised children hide behind the trees and wait there. Frank Ford, Thomas Page, Justice Shallow, Slender, and Dr. Case also reach there and hide themselves. Margaret Page and Alice Ford approach Falstaff and greet him. Then a strange noise comes in the woods and the women run away. Falstaff is frightened. Soon the children disguised as fairies, ghosts, and monsters approach Falstaff and threaten him. They burn him with candles and pinch him with pincers. After teasing him enough, the children run away and Frank Ford, Thomas Page, and other men appear. Falstaff realizes that he has been tricked and he asks for forgiveness for his plan to seduce the 2 ladies. Meanwhile, Margaret realizes that Annie is absent. Slender and Dr. Case are also absent. Margaret feels that Dr. Case took her away, while Thomas thinks that Slender took her away. However, Slender appears again and he is confused. He says that he eloped with a boy disguised in Annie's dress. After some time, Dr. Case also appears and says that he also eloped with a boy and he even married that boy, who was disguised in Annie's dress. All are worried, where is Annie? Annie appears after some time with Fenton and they announce that they are married. Fenton scolds Thomas Page and Margaret Page for forcing their daughter to marry without love. Both accept their fault and accept the marriage of Fenton and Annie. They wish him good luck and happy married life. Frank Ford says that love won in the end, and Margaret Page invites all of them to celebrate the marriage of Annie and Fenton. They invite Falstaff too, and the play ends with celebrations. So this was the summary of The Merry Wives of Windsor. It was a light-hearted comedy. We will continue to discuss other serious dramas of Shakespeare. Please stay connected with the discourse. Thanks and regards.